Hi everybody. It's 2 o'clock on a Friday. Almost said Thursday. And today I am making a tent card, and I'm using the Altenew Modern Pink Dianthus. I think I pronounced that right. I'm not a flower person, so I have never heard of that. And it was lovely to color. I colored it with markers, and it was very easy. And they actually show you back here. So that's what I did. I just followed that. And then they have some lovely sentiments that go along with it. Thinking of you with love you, warm hugs, sunshine, sending, my friend. So it's beautiful. This would also be lovely painted um, in watercolor. So you could use your outside inks or your um, and just water them down and paint it. I think that would be lovely on this as well. So let me see. Alrighty. Hi Muriel. Hi Maureen. So as you can see, it stands up like this, and then it's a little tent. And inside is where the little flowers are attached. So when it sits, it looks like a 3D frame. It's very pretty. Alrighty. So we're gonna start with a 4¼ by 5½ inch card, right? And then I'm going to put, I use the yellow here, but I was out of that, so I'm going to use green on this one. So this is 4 by 5¼ I'm at home now. I came home yesterday. I have things to do. I'm going to put a few in the center here because I'm going to be cutting it out. I've got one class ready to go for Christmas, and now today I'm working on another one. Alrighty. Okay, so now I'm going to take my rectangle, and my rectangle die is 3 by 4⅛. So it must be 3 by 4. The end result. Let's see. So the end result is almost 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. All right. So I've put my paper on here, and now I am going to cut out the rectangle. Look at the card while I go cut it out. Having trouble with my die cut machine. It must be wearing out or something, or I need to put a shim in it or something. But when I was cutting out this morning, it was giving me issues. So maybe I just have to add a shim or something. I have 2 of them. I took one to the lake. Obviously, I took the wrong one. But it just might need a shim. The pads wear down. All right. Now you could always save that. It's got a nice stitched edge on it. Alrighty. Okay, now you're going to take your scoreboard, and you're going to take a piece of paper that's 4 1/4 by 4 3/8. And you're going to score it on the 4 3/8 side. You're going to score it at, let me see here, 3/4, 1 1/2, 2 1/4, 3, 3 3/4. All right. And then I'm going to accordion fold this. Now this is the insert, or the tent part on the inside of the card. So now it looks like this. So I just accordion folded. I started with a valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold. All right, and we'll bring it back. Now you don't want your fold larger than the width of your frame here because it'll show. So you just want to make sure that you don't have it too wide. Okay, so let's just make sure. And that looks pretty good. Okay, alrighty. So now I'm going to put adhesive on these end sections. So I've got it on that one. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it on the bottom of my card. So just let me see something. Okay, so I've got that lined up. Okay. And then you see how you can't see any of the top there. All right, now it's folded. I'm going to close it up. And I'm going to put tape on this side. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to leave this. I'm going to take, don't close it yet. All right, so now I have this piece. And this one is 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to score this one at 3/4 on just one end. So this is the overhang. Okay. And we'll do a mountain fold on that. All right. So now I've got my flowers right here. So I'm going to put this one here, like so. So we'll put some tape on it. So I've got it right at the top, like that. And then I'm going to cut off this pink one here. So I'll just take my scissors And I'm just going to cut it off. I'll be able to use those yellow ones on something else. All right. And then I'm just going to slip this in here just to fill in that space. Okay, I'm going to cut this little leaf off here. I don't think we need that. Okay, so I'm going to slide that in like so. I think that looks good. So I'll put some tape on that. It's a very pretty flower. Okay. And then I'm going to flip it over so you can see that's what it looks like. I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to trim this off. Okay. All right. And now I have my little sentiment here, and that's going to go right here. I think I'll use some foam tape on that one. So I had a great 2 weeks at the lake. And had fun with the grandkids. Okay, and then I'm just going to put this right here. And this is from the stamp set, Thinking of You. Okay. Alrighty. So that's our insert. So I'm going to put tape on the top section here. And bring my card. And I'm going to put it on the back here. So I'm going to put it about, I think about 3/8 of an inch from the top. I think that looks about right. Or maybe that's 1/2 inch. Let me see. Yeah, it's 3/8 of an inch from the top, and then it's even on both sides. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we're going to close it up. Now, when I'm closing it up, you want to lift this up so that it doesn't get stuck. You don't want it to get stuck on that tape. So now you're just going to lay that down, and you want it even with the bottom of the card. Okay? And then this sits inside this middle part here. See that? So that's the tint. And there you go. It is very, very pretty. Very easy to do. I love it. So there's the side view. It just fits inside that middle section there. So that's an M, and it just fits in the dip. And then it really does look 3D. It's very, very pretty. And I love the flower. Alrighty, so the flower is by Altenew, and it is Paint Flower Modern Pink Dianthus. If I'm hoping I'm pronounced, I'm going to sneeze. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. So there we go. There's our card. Very easy. Now, some people wanted the cut file, just the measurements for the card I did on Tuesday, the double slider. So hopefully I'll get at that today, and I can do the handout for that, like just the cut file. I started doing the handout, but it was taking me way too long. So thank you, Maureen. It is a very pretty card. I like the green. So there's the green, and there's the yellow. But I prefer the green, I think. Very nice. All right. So next week, I'm not sure what I'm doing, but today I am in Christmas mode. So I am making Christmas cards. And I've already done one virtual that will be in November. Beginning of November, and now I'm working on the one. Kathy switched them, so the mystery box one is going to be coming up first, and then the one that I just did will be second. And I'm sure she'll be showing you those cards soon. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll get back to Christmas. Bye-bye.